Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and today I would like to show you the Divine Muses Oracle deck and book. It's by Marie Bento, and I used the bowl because I have actually recorded an interview for the Inspired Tarot Map with Marie about just her interest, what she does, and she also is a fascinating person. She loves sound healing. And I just saw on her IG she shared that she is recording some tracks, some healing tracks with her tuning forks. So I'm curious to check that out. She is also the creatrix of the Antiquarian Tarot and Lenormand. But I specifically, I fell in love with the Divine Muses deck. It's an oracle deck. It arrived with this cute little box. I mean box, is it a box? No, it's a bag. So it's a stretchy bag. Maybe it's not the easiest to put the cards in, but you've got to start with this side and, it stretches. I wish it was maybe a little bit bigger so it was easier to pull out, but nevertheless it's pretty cute, and it's well made with a zipper. And we've got she loves the antique style of photography and collage art. So the whole deck is basically a collage deck from antique photos, and it has this beautiful muted feel to it with the coloring, the grays and the muted greens and muted blues. So it feels really cool also to hold. It's the regular tarot size, so it's like 7 times 12. It's printed on the linen paper, so I don't know if you can pick up, but it has this, tiny little texture on the cards, like this linen print, and it feels good in the hands. So it is quite slidey, but it's not very slippery, like for example Supra Oracle, which apparently is coming out again, also will be printed on the linen paper that they used for Pagan Otherworlds. So let's just take a look at the card so that you can get a sense of what artwork looks like. I'm going to show all the cards, so if you don't want to see all of them, just, skip some of these videos. So basically they Divine Muses, so she used various archetypal energies, and through her imagination and collage art she depicted them as part of this oracle. It's pretty well balanced when it comes to light and shadow, and what I love about them also, they're not the usual kind of archetypes you see in oracle decks. So for example this group mind, that is such a cool card. She's got these two beautiful mixed lunar masculine, which usually we see lunar feminine, and solar feminine, which is awesome idea. I love it. She's got some alchemy stages mixed in this. She's got some muses. She's got elements. So it's a really beautiful deck to use. Plus the companion book to this deck is really well done. She loves doing research, she loves reading, and I love this card. Oh, this is such a cool card about boundaries. Come on, Moon. She's done, this is the solar feminine. She's done a lot of research into the archetypes, into the history, and even the art she used, often that comes from old movies. So she gives all the references who is on the card, and she gives beautiful reference to the symbols used as well, and the descriptions are in of the light and shadow side of each of the archetypes. So I'm going to show you the book in a sec, but just take a look at this moody, beautiful artwork and how well she put it together. Muse of Poetry. This is Emily Dickinson, isn't she? Muse of Astrology, so cool. Raven King, Divine Messenger, Ancestors, beautiful. Psychic Portal, Sea Priestess. So I'm going to pull for us one card, and I show you how the book looks. Keeper of Time. Sin Eater. I found it when I saw it first time, I thought like, wow, it's pretty full on. There's Chiron. Lattice of the Soul. True Will. So all the elements are there. The alchemical process, stages. There's a card for the unknown, which I also love. Kindred Spirits. Green Goddess. Cool Frida card. He's a bit off, but it's kind of cute. Reminds me of those German garden dwarves. Perfect Stranger. I pulled this card once, actually came true, you know, made me pay attention to how strangers are like helpers very often during your day. Resonance. That's a cool sound healing. And I received these beautiful balls from my friend for a birthday gift. Because my birthday is coming, guys, on 29th of November. I don't know, I'm not as excited about it this year just because it's so full on in my life, but yeah, I'm glad that some friends remember, you know. So this is the book, Divine Muses, and basically she goes, you know, through introduction, a little bit of essence and shadow, gender note as well. Part 1 is using the cards, so there is this whole chapter on how you can use the cards, very like also for beginners if you don't know anything about, you know, how to use oracle cards. Part 2 is all the cards, and she separates the cards in the oracle cards, then she has the muses, and then she has animals in alchemy, and there's bibliography and about the author. So she says here that Divine Muses Oracle guides the seeker to explore creativity, mysticism, and healing using archetypes, alchemy, and magic. And I loved, she used this beautiful quotation: stories are medicine. They have such power. They do not require that we do, be, act anything. We need only listen. The remedies for repair or reclamation of any lost psychic drive are contained in stories. Stories engender the excitement, sadness, questions, longings, and understandings that spontaneously bring the archetype back to the surface. So this is from Women Who Run with Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. So the book has you know, a picture, the name of the card, a little key, like few keywords. So the Great Mother would be fruitful, nurturing, creative, destructive, protective. Then there is the essence of the card, and you can, you know, stop it. I'm just going to hold it for a sec so you can take a look at how the book is written, if you resonate with what she writes, and if you, you know, find it informative and helpful. And then we go into the shadow also of the Great Mother. So there's quite a lot here for the shadow of the Great Mother, which is awesome, because it's not easy sometimes to write about, you know, mother's shadow. And then in the card at the end, so she shows that this is a photograph from 1905, Oregon's Indian Madonna, and that portrays the Great Mother. So she writes about dove also, that is here on the card. So she speaks about the symbols used and what they can be connected to, and the new moon. So it's really beautiful and well done. This book is really good. I was very excited to see how deep she went and how beautiful she connected all of it. So the deck shuffles great. It shuffles perfectly, you know, overhand, but also shuffles really well. If you want riffle shuffle it, it's really cool. So let's just pull one card for us. I pulled Sky Father, so we see this huge sun and a person here standing on this beautiful rock, and there's some rocks also growing, or that looks like rocks, maybe they're trees. And if we look at the Sky Father depiction in the book, it says benefactor, protection, authority, and reliability. And I'm not going to read it all because it's so much text, but you can take a look and pause right now and see what the book says about this archetype and what it says about its shadow also. So it's interesting. For this review, I picked somehow by chance the Great Mother, and then I picked the Sky Father. So this is in the card. The image is from photographer Edward Curtis from his 20-volume book, The North American Indian. So she writes a little bit more about the original photography which she used in this image. The sun was added as a symbol of the divine masculine and its life-giving force. The jagged pieces along the bottom of image represent earth energy reaching up towards the sun. Oh, there we go. So I love that she explains each symbol which is important in the card, and I'm going to leave you with the sound of this beautiful ball. Bye. Thank you for watching.